FRSC has been compiling a huge database of Nigerians via the vehicle ownership and licensing. Of what use has this data been to the achievement of better road safety in Nigeria?
Okay, for the country, I think it has really helped. Today, we have the National Offenders Register. We are working now this year to ensure that the state traffic management agencies linked up with this so that we have a robust national database. The other security agencies, we've availed them the unrestricted access to this. We've trained them. We had training for them in 2014, 2015. And that has reduced a lot of paperwork, and that has enabled all the other security agencies to be able to carry out the investigation promptly, from the Department of State Services, from the Nigerian Police, from NIA, especially Interpol. So we don't receive letters again because they have access to the database. That is a success story today. This is what the country requires. It will outlive all of us. It's something that we need, and it's a success story today.
So obviously there's interagency cooperation.
Excellent interagency cooperation.
There have been talks about merging of the FRSC with the VIO on grounds of duplication of functions and office. How would that work if you think that it will work?
The functions are not the same. I just mentioned it. The vehicle inspection offices are a unit under the Department of Mechanical and Electrical in most of the state's Ministry of Works. And they are saddled primarily with the driver's testing and vehicle examination. That is not a function of road safety. We deal with road safety management. Their function is, we have never seen a FRSC personnel doing driver's testing. We have never seen a FRSC person conducting vehicle inspection, checking a vehicle whether it's for inspection. This is a road tax under the state. The revenue goes to the state. Road safety is more than that. The line is very clear. The act that sets up the Corps, sets out the function, is a federal agency. VIOs are units under the states, Department of Mechanical, except in some states now that you have the State Motor Vehicle Administration, or the unit is brought up to the directorate level to improve on it, which, if you look at what my comments earlier on, I've been advocating in the last few years that the state government should improve on the manpower and logistics for the vehicle inspection units so that they can carry out their statutory responsibilities. It's not my responsibility, but it builds on my own duties to get the state to give support to them, because it's critical. Their own work too is required for me to get the desired result. Because if they pass a driver and the driver is not driving well, it's going to be a danger. That means you apply the defensive driving technique. That means the driver ahead of you or behind you is a potential threat. Then you give license to somebody who is not qualified. It will cause a problem to other road users. It can result in fatal crashes. And that we should avoid these avoidable things. So it's just calling for more synergy with them so that the desired result can be achieved.
Implementation of some road safety issues have dragged on over the years. For example, the ban on day movement of heavy-duty vehicles and their parking on major roads, while the implementation of others have lost steam despite their importance. A ready example is the use of motorcycle helmets. Are these some of the laws that lawyers say are unenforceable?
I must confess to you, on the issue of enforcement of safety element for motorcycles is a big task. Cultural and religious, we find it difficult for full enforcement in some areas. But we are looking into our strategy this year, since we have engaged, the strategy we use to engage the stakeholders to get the tanker trailer drivers to comply to a certain level. I want to go back to the grassroots now and reinvent what we did before. Go back on campaigns. I agree, it's one area we have not done well. We lost lives. Our personnel were killed. Our offices were burnt in the course of enforcement of the safety element. So it's something going back to the drawing board. The issue of the lawlessness of Okada riders has given me a lot of concern. Even some governments have spoken to me, some state governments, that we need to look into this and overload it. Can you imagine a motorcycle carrying 5 people? It's barbaric. we need to address this. I agree to that I need to do something, and now we'll do it in 2016. But in other aspects, I think if you look at FRSC policies, I cannot say we've done well in all, but like this Okada matter is a minus. I accept that we've not been able to. And because we need the support of all security agencies, the state governments, the local governments, and our respected politicians who are giving motorcycles out. They must buy safety elements along with it. So I've mentioned religious and cultural. There are two issues that we need to solve. And maybe the way we have handled speed limiting device, I'll go back to Mr. President and ask for presidential guide on this.
Now, give us an update on the April 1, 2016 implementation date for the speed limiting devices.
We're on course. I must commend the stakeholders this time around. So far, so good. We have a portal. The data is being uploaded, and 16 vendors have been accredited by FRSC, Standard Organization of Nigeria, Nigerian Automotive Design and Development Council. So we're on course, and the vendors are installing or calibrating this device, this instrument on vehicles presently. We're starting campaigns now, rallies. We've commenced the rallies last week. From the roadmap we're on course.
What is the most challenging part of your job?
We look at funding and enforcement. Enforcement is very difficult now. Now we are seeing the level of lawlessness has gone up, especially in the urban areas. It's a major problem, and we are making so much arrest. So if our level of funding can improve so that we can expand, set up more unit commands, get more ambulances, patrol bikes, leveraging on what the World Bank has done. World Bank has funded 5 corridors. We have 18 corridors in the country. So if the remaining corridors, 13 corridors, can be funded like what the World Bank has done, I think we will have achieved a great deal in road safety management in Nigeria.
The Corp Marshal, we thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
And that's our program. Thank you for watching. Please join us next time when View from the Top returns. But between now and then, let's continue this conversation online at channelstv.com, where you can see this and previous editions of the program if you missed them. You can also go to my website, modelesy.com, and you click on View from the Top. You can see this program again. Also follow me on Twitter at modelesy. Let's know what you think of my conversation with the Corp Marshal. And you also find out who my next guest is, so you can send in questions. Thank you again for watching. I wish you a good day.